Racing to the 2022 Breeders' Cup, and this time we have a racing recap for Saturday. We also take a look at the weekend news and notes for the Breeders' Cup, starting off with the Whitney Stakes, a Grade 1 at Saratoga, the Grade 1 Saratoga Derby, the Test Stakes, a Grade 1, and the West Virginia Derby, all part of the action on Saturday. The Whitney Stakes, the favorite in the race was Life is Good, and he made it a winning one. Life is Good, now 8 wins and 10 starts. He's trained by Todd Pletcher. He's sired by Into Mischief. He's your Breeders' Cup mile winner on the dirt as 2021. He's also won the Pegasus Stakes in 2022. He adds the Whitney Stakes, and he's got a tough luck second place effort to Jackie's Warrior off a long layoff at Saratoga. He pretty much dictated the pace in this race just like he did in the Pegasus. He came out of gate number 6. Irad Ortiz hustled him to the lead. Then he kind of slowed down the fractions. Going into the turn, Hot Rod Charlie was chasing. Olympiad lined up to go 3 wide. He kind of flattened out. Happy Saver got a dream trip, ended up saving the ground and getting the photo finish for second over Hot Rod Charlie. So Life is Good. Does he go to the Breeders' Cup Classic? He kind of drifted out a little bit late in this race. A mile and a quarter. He did lose in Dubai at a mile and a quarter. I have a feeling if he does go to the Classic, he'll probably train up to the race. He seems to fire his best races. Maybe by that time you can have some attrition out of that older division. Meanwhile, in the Saratoga Derby, bet down to the favorite was Nation's Pride. He had a little bit of a rough trip the last time in the Belmont Derby. He got all the money this time. Charlie Appleby, the trainer, William Buck, the jockey, and Nation's Pride, a pretty consistent horse. Overall, picks up the win now, 5 of 8. And will he come back to Belmont for that third leg of that Triple Crown on the turf put on by the New York Racing Association? The runner-up, Annapolis, ran a good race for second. And Classic Causeway set the pace in this race again, but he got the job done at a big price the last time. This time around, I think they kind of laid a little bit closer to him. He wasn't able to secure an easy lead in that first half mile. He had to use a little bit of his energy. I still think Classic Causeway is going to be a good turf horse, but today it was Nation's Pride picking up the victory. In the Grade 1 Test Stakes, Matera had dominated the sprint division for the females. She won the 8 Bells. Then she won the Acorn. This time around, she was upset here. She was 1-5 on the board. They kind of rated her back. I thought Flavian Prat maybe rode her a little bit too passively in this race. Chi-Town Lady came from off the pace as the pace was pretty fast up front. Matera looked like she was going to take the lead, but then Hot Peppers dug in on her, and on the outside, Wesley Ward trained Chi-Town Lady with the Truth. Joel Rosario picking up the money in this one. So Matera loses 1-5. We'll see what's next for the winner off the pace. Chi-Town Lady, she's been running on the turf and the dirt. A little bit of a layoff. Let's see if she goes to the Filly and Mare Sprint or if she runs one more time at Keeneland possibly before the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint. But Wesley Ward with the Breeders' Cup at Keeneland this year, he's kind of lining them up. We'll have a little bit more news about that. Then we went to the mountains of West Virginia. It was 3-4 horses vying for favoritism. Simplification, Homebrew, Skippylongstocking. We the People was the official favorite. Homebrew right behind him. But Skippylongstocking took advantage of a forwardly placed trip. He was second place most of the way around. Of course, he had ran some big races in the Wood Memorial and the Belmont Stakes. Saffy Joseph picks up the win. He's been running in all the big races this year. So a long campaign. Skippylongstocking picking up a nice win here in West Virginia. He's developing into that horse where he can lay close enough to the pace to be near the pace. He doesn't need to be on the lead. If there's no other speed in the race, he'll take the lead. And those are pretty tactical horses. They can win you some money at 7-2, 4-1, 3-1, because they don't win every race. But Skippylongstocking the victory here in the West Virginia Derby. We the People held on for second. And we'll see if We the People goes to the Pennsylvania Derby next, or if he cuts back, we'll see what develops out of that. Skippylongstocking, he's got some options for him as well. Then on Friday at Saratoga, it was the Troy Stakes. The winner was Golden Pale. Of course, he's a 2-time Breeders' Cup winner. 2020, he won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Sprint. 2021, the Turf Sprint. And interesting note, after the race, Wesley Ward saying they may give him a run in the Ogden Phipps at Keeneland. He may try the dirt, but on the turf, he's just a monster here in America. Lost the last time after breaking a little bit slow in Europe as part of the Ascot races. If he goes to that grade 2 at Keeneland, it'd be the Ogden Phoenix. That would give him options either for the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint or for the dirt. You know, there isn't a lot of horses in that dirt division right now for sprinters. He is by Uncle Moe's, so there is some dirt braiding on there. We'll see if he can go to the dirt, grade 2 Ogden Phoenix next. Schedule starts to heat up the next couple of weeks. We got the Saratoga Special and the 4-Star Dave, then the Alabama Stakes on August 20th, and then the big day, August 27th, the Travers, the Jerkins, the Personal Ensign, and the Sword Dancer, all part of that big day of racing, along with the Forgo at Saratoga on August 27th. Now, the 4-Star Dave next week looks like it could feature Regal Glory and Mason for Chad Brown, City Man, a New York bred, Casa Creed. Of course, he won the Grade 1 Jaipur in his last race, and Get Smokin'. 5 or 6 horses possible for that race, but the top end quality, Regal Glory, Mason, City Man, and Casa Creed, all pretty solid horses. The Travers Stakes, nothing's really changed there. Cyberknife and Epicenter most likely going. Zandon, Charge It. He had a workout over the weekend. Rich Strike continues to work out. He's going to join that Travers field, and Artorias, possibility of a couple horses for Chad Brown. Now, the Personal Ensign starting to shape up. Clairiere and Malithot, I think we're definitely going to see those two. And then Latrusca's been working out pretty steadily since losing her last race. I think she's going to go in that race. The only question mark is search results. Does she wait for the Spinster Stakes and have that as her prep for the Breeders' Cup, or does she try to run in the Personal Ensign? Could be a small field, big purse. Of course, grade 1 status, and Chad Brown likes to run in the New York races. The Pacific Classic, lining up as Stiletto Boy, Tripoli, Express Train, Flightline worked out on Saturday. He continues to work out towards that. And you've got Royal Ship, the winner of the San Diego, and then Country Grammar, the runner-up of the San Diego. So a lot of those horses, deep division out west, but I'm not sure the quality where they stack up beyond Flightline. Got some word on some Euros coming over. We've got Nashua and the Filly and Mare Turf, along with Inspiral. Modern Games possibility for the Mile and Real World as well. Emblem Road, the winner of the Saudi Cup, could be coming over for the Breeders' Cup as well to run in the Classic. Future wager held this weekend. Of course, the favorite was Flightline. Also getting some play was Life is Good after the Whitney win. And then you've also got Epicenter getting some action. And Country Grammar continues to receive support as well. Of course, the second pool, September 2nd through September 5th. And as we always mention, D-Wayne Lucas says, people have opinions, horses have the facts. That's your Breeders' Cup update. What did you think of Life is Good? What do you think of the Breeders' Cup future wagers? And how about the mountains of West Virginia? Skippylongstocking. Make a comment below as we get you ready for the Breeders' Cup 2022.